and welcome to the Wellness Exchange. My name is Diana Salinas and I am the Hidalgo County Human Resources Employee Wellness Program Coordinator. I am excited to bring knowledge to you about how you can improve your mental health by implementing small positive habits into your work and personal life. COVID-19 caused a 25% increase in general anxiety and depression worldwide, according to the World Health Organization. As of 2019, 970 million people were living with mental disorders. These mental disorders range from general anxiety, depression, ADHD, bipolar disorder, and many others. Whether you are currently diagnosed with a mental disorder or are suffering with mental health struggles for the first time in your life as an adult, mental health care is an increasingly important topic, and there are so many aspects of our lives that can over time benefit or harm our mental health. As Brené Brown wrote in her book, Daring Greatly, vulnerability sounds like truth and feels like courage. Truth and courage aren't always comfortable, but they're never weakness. In this episode of the Wellness Exchange, I will be discussing 5 tips that have been shown to improve mental health. If you are already doing any of these in your daily routine, keep up the great work and be sure to pass along these helpful tips to someone who may need them. As always, be sure to consult with your primary care physician if you are worried about your personal health. For the purpose of this video, the CDC defines a mental illness as having any mental, behavioral, or emotional disorder in the past year that met Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders 4, DSM-4, criteria excluding developmental disorders and substance use disorders. Mental illness can vary in impact, ranging from no impairment to mild, moderate, and even severe impairment. The CDC defines mindfulness as a psychological state of moment-to-moment awareness of your current state without feeling inward judgment about your situation. Mindfulness can be achieved through practice to foster control and develop skills such as calmness and concentration. The first tip in this mental health toolbox is to take time to reflect on and express gratitude. Expressing gratitude or thankfulness produces positive feelings, which can then be contributed to someone's overall well-being. Expressing gratitude can be done in quite a few ways. Being mindful when expressing gratitude is important. An example would be to journal. Find a time of day when you have about 5 minutes to yourself. This can be right when you wake up, during your lunch hour, or right before bed. Find a journal and writing utensil, and you can start by writing down the date. There are multiple ways to journal, but you can find one that is most comfortable for you. A couple of examples would be to either set a timer and write for 5 minutes about what you're grateful for, and then elaborate on them. Or you can write them in a list format, whatever feels most natural to you. Journaling is a great way to be present and mindful in expressing gratitude. Another example of expressing gratitude is to say verbal affirmations. These can also be done whenever you find a few minutes to yourself. It is best to do these when you can focus your attention on yourself and actively think about being mindful. Affirmations can be one-word phrases or short sentences. Usually, they are repeated over and over again for a given amount of time. Or if you'd like, they could be continuously stacked on top of each other. An example of an affirmation would be, I am a confident person. Now you can either repeat that phrase for a set amount of time, or you can stack more phrases after that, such as, I am confident, I am brave, I am kind, I am smart. Make sure that you're saying these over and over continuously, and it helps if you can look into a mirror. The second tip in this mental health toolbox is to nurture social connectedness. Improving social connectedness, specifically in the workplace, can improve work culture as well as increase employee motivation and satisfaction. Social connection can be improved by focusing on a few of these tips. It might sound simple, but listening is a skill that can sometimes be overlooked. Oftentimes during conversation, our minds are occupied by thinking of the next words we're going to say, or by thinking of a way that we can show we relate to the words or story the other person is saying. Be mindful during conversations. This way we can ask follow-up questions or have them elaborate further on the conversation. This shows our coworkers or anyone we may have a conversation with that we value connectedness and empathy. Creating a shared ritual can increase social connectedness as well. Think of the shared connection you feel with others while cheering at a sporting event or at a concert. When we rally around our colleagues, we create a feeling of teamwork. Celebrating wins by sending notes of appreciation to employees at the end of the month, or by celebrating work anniversaries. The third tip in this mental health toolbox is to consume a well-rounded diet. A disclaimer, the information I am presenting to you today has been taken from research studies available in the National Institute of Health's National Library of Medicine. Always speak with your physician before making any large changes to your diet that could overall affect your health. Your brain is an organ within the body that needs to meet high nutrient demands to operate effectively. According to one study from the Journal of the Missouri State Medical Association, the brain consumes about 20% of a person's daily calorie intake. Moreover, the food you ingest can also affect the beneficial and non-beneficial bacteria and neurotransmitters such as serotonin within your gut. Studies show that eating a wide variety of colorful fruits and vegetables, unprocessed nuts and grains, and fish and seafood can provide your body with the energy and nutrients it needs to keep you healthy. Studies have also shown that individuals who consume a traditional diet, such as the one described previously, have shown a 25 to 35% decrease in the risk of depression. Researchers claim that this is also due in part to decreasing consumption of refined and processed sugars, as well as limiting dairy and meats. Diet can be a useful tool to assist in preventing disease and preventing mental health issues. The fourth tip in this mental health toolbox is to practice activities that promote stress management, such as meditation. Doing meditation and mindfulness exercises at work can help decrease stress and promote productivity. Oxford Languages Dictionary defines mindfulness meditation as a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations, used as a therapeutic technique. Mindfulness practices are best done as a preventative practice to prevent being overwhelmed by stressors. During a 15-minute break, find an area where you can sit quietly and feel relaxed. The purpose of mindfulness is to activate the senses of the body and your current thoughts and emotions you may be feeling. Keep your eyes either open or closed and begin to focus on your breathing. You may hear outside sounds or be distracted by your emotions, but picture these thoughts gently floating away on a leaf in the breeze, being carried far, far away. Now begin a scan of your body and physical sensations. Focus on the air going in and out of your nose and into your lungs. Focus on the rising and falling of your chest. Focus on your arms, hands, and fingers. Focus on your legs, starting at your hips, then down to your knees, calf muscles, ankles, feet, and toes. Once you've completed the scan, repeat it all the way back up to the hairs on your head, and stay in this meditation for as long as you feel comfortable. The fifth tip in this mental health toolbox is if your shoulders ever start to feel a bit too heavy and you're feeling overwhelmed or depressed, reach out to a professional for counseling or additional assistance you may need for that point in your life. Carrying too much stress can be harmful, not only to our mental health, but to our physical health as well over time. If you are a Hidalgo County employee, utilize the 3 free counseling sessions available to all county employees and household members through the Deer Oaks Employee Assistance Program. Call 888-993-7650 and be paired with a counselor to assist with issues such as anxiety, stress, grief, marital or family challenges, relationship issues, addiction, and more. Aristotle said, "It is in our darkest moments that we must refocus the light." If you or someone you know is struggling and you are a Hidalgo County employee, reach out to the Hidalgo County Human Resources Department for available mental health resources through the Employee Wellness Program. Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Wellness Exchange. If you haven't already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.